Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Go Home Show for FWE Sugar Rush.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making her way to the ring, representing the bad girls from out of this world, Girl Dynamite.
As you heard, triple threat match here to determine the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship of the Galaxy to take on Cruella de Vil next week at the second ever PLE here for FWE at Sugar Rush. 1 week removed from losing the tag team titles with her sister Nebula, Gamora looking to get into the World Championship picture. Well, we saw Esmeralda make her FWE debut a couple of weeks ago. She was in that Hero of China Female Fighting Championship Battle Royal. Did not last very long. Was the first one, I believe, eliminated. Here tonight, though, gets an opportunity to kind of right that wrong. Be the #1 contender for the Women's World Champion. We'll get to see what she's able to do in the ring when the stipulation's not a battle royal type stipulation. Well, you talk about a woman that's had a very interesting month and a half. Wonder Woman, of course, ended up making it into the Women's World title picture at FWE Fantasia by winning that last chance qualifying Battle Royal. Last week, we ended up seeing her in a great showing as well. Or was it last week? 2 weeks ago in that Female Fighting Champion Battle Royal. She and Nebula were the last two. Or last three, I should say. And now Wonder Woman with a chance here to maybe have a one-on-one matchup with Cruella de Vil next week. So triple threat rules. First pinfall, first submission, goes on to FWE Sugar Rush to fight for the Women's World Championship as Esmeralda clothesline in the corner courtesy of Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, as you can clearly see, the tallest individual in the match, arguably the strongest, but the striking ability of Gamora took her down, went for the cover, and Esmeralda quick on the draw to break that pinfall up. Well, here tonight, big clothesline there from Esmeralda. Here tonight, we're going to be having a little precursor to what to expect next week, as one half of the current men's tag team champions, RJ Bishop, will be taking on one half of the #1 contenders for the tag team championships. That'll be Thor. Also tonight, we determined the #1 contender for Dylan Young's Tri-Wizard Championship. We saw last week the team of Dumbledore, Dr. Facilier, Maui, and Fabio Sparklemane win the 8-man tag team match, as nice stunner there by Gamora to Esmeralda. Those 4 individuals from the winning team will face off tonight in a fatal 4-way. Winner will go on to face Dylan Young for the Tri-Wizard Championship belt next week at Sugar Rush, as Gamora, blindsided from behind by Wonder Woman, tried to get Esmeralda as well, who blocks the chair shot. Ooh, and knee right into the gut. Esmeralda landed down face first on the chair. And now German suplex into the clothesline, turns Wonder Woman inside out. And later on to come tonight in our main event, the last two in the Wayfinder Cruiser Championship match last week. Face off here tonight. The champion, Kuzco, puts the title on the line in a ladder match against, kick out one there by Esmeralda, against Carson Gum, who was forced to tap out. Last one eliminated in last week's title match. Kendo stick in hand here for Gamora. Esmeralda turns around and just chucking the kendo stick into her face was Gamora. Wonder Woman now into the corner. And Gamora looking for, nice kick there, disaster kick off the middle rope. Esmeralda down and out to the outside. Gamora now working on Wonder Woman in the corner. Remember, both Wonder Woman and Gamora were in that 8-woman elimination style match back at Fantasia for the Women's World Championship. Esmeralda has never been in a world title picture, so arguably the dark horse in this triple threat match. And a big slam there from Wonder Woman to Esmeralda. Bear in mind here for both Diana and for Gamora, you win this matchup, you don't have 7 other opponents to worry about at the PLE next week. It's just a straight up one-on-one match. And I've just been told that the winner of this matchup will get to choose the stipulation in which Cruella de Vil will defend that title in 1 week. So big opportunity here for the winner of this matchup, not only to go on to Sugar Rush to fight for the title, but they get to choose the match style in which they will look to get that championship belt. Big disadvantage for the champion, Cruella de Vil, as springboard clothesline to the back of the head by Gamora. Takes down the Amazon, and a Superman punch by Esmeralda, who now appears to be setting something up, but intercepted by Wonder Woman, who will be looking, it looks like, for the fall-away slam. No, instead, lower back to the top turnbuckle, and then just flings her across the ring. Misses the senton, however. Oh, nice duck there by Wonder Woman, as that was the knockout roundhouse kick that Gamora was looking for. Uh-oh. Oh, now a nice counter by Gamora. Wonder Woman was looking for the glam slam and the flatliner. And Esmeralda to break it up. Threw the kendo stick, then dove for insurance to make sure the pinfall didn't happen. Shot to the gut by Gamora. Oh, big forearm shot. Gamora now maybe setting up for that kick, but intercepted with a sling blade. And now, the Vice in by Wonder Woman, submission maneuver. Gamora breaks that up. Face buster. And now Wonder Woman deposited to the outside. Gamora might be looking to fly. Oh, Esmeralda with the cutoff with the interception and hits the flying forearm. And now Wonder Woman with a chair. Oh, nice block by Esmeralda. Gamora down after the big boot by Esmeralda. Esmeralda, what's she looking for here? Stunner! Gamora with the shot to the lower back. And a knee as well. And now Gamora gonna go up top. Looking for the 450 splash. Covered. And Wonder Woman breaks it up. Now deposits Gamora to the outside. Now Wonder Woman setting up for the power bomb. Oh, Esmeralda looking to fight out of it. Will do so. Gamora trying to play interference. Nice snap suplex there. Drop kick. Here's the cover. Gamora's on the outside. Wonder Woman to be the #1 contender, and she will. Wonder Woman is going to Sugar Rush. She will fight Cruella DeVille for the Women's World Championship. And more importantly, she gets to choose the stipulation in which the title will be defended. Coming up next, it's Thor versus RJ Bishop for bragging rights for the tag team titles. Welcome back to FWE as we get ready for a one-on-one.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Kuzco, representing the Dangerous Alliance from Asgard, weighing in at 225 pounds, the Mighty Thunder.
Last week we saw Thor and Hulk become the #1 contenders for the men's Disney Tag Team titles in what can arguably be called the largest triple threat tornado tag team match that we've seen here in FWE, that also featured the likes of Hades, Thanos, Shrek, and Paul Bunyan. But these two stood victorious. They will face off against Vicious and Delicious at FWE Sugar Rush tonight, though. One half of the #1 contenders, Thor, will take on one half of the champions, RJ Bishop.
And his opponent, accompanied by Nick, representing Vicious and Delicious from Tucson, Arizona, weighing in at 236 pounds, one half of the men's Superstars Tag Team Champions, Ronald Bishop.
Well, as I said before the break, titles not on the line here tonight. They'll be on the line in 1 week's time, but an opportunity for some bragging rights. If you're the challengers, you'd love to get inside the heads of the champions, that you're going to be a threat. If you're the champions, you'd love to be able to kind of put to rest, hey, you may be the #1 contenders, but we're not giving up these belts that easily. So Thor and RJ gonna lock up here. Electric chair right out of the gate by the God of Thunder. RJ gonna have to use his quickness here against the strength and size of Thor. Thor out of the gate has RJ down. Momentum on the side of the challengers, at least for the time being. Pretty cool to see Nick out here in support of his tag team partner. Same for Hulk coming out here in support of Thor. Nice springboard bulldog by RJ Bishop, trying to turn the tides of the momentum back into his favor. And now Thor up over the top rope. RJ with a series of forearms. Middle rope stunner, and Thor is down and out on the outside. Making his way over there by Nick. Nick given plenty of space, doesn't want to afford a disqualification, and oh, Hulk had RJ distracted. Thor with the clothesline from behind taking advantage, and now Thor to the top. Oh, might have slipped. Was going for the diving shoulder tackle, which he hit, but he slipped a little there on the top rope. That could have been bad. As referee Ernest Wright administering the 10 count, RJ deposited back inside of the ring. Oh, and now Thor, who got back in, clotheslined over the top to the outside. Suicide dive by RJ. Certainly, if you're Thor or RJ, you don't want to afford some type of an injury, something that the other team can exploit next week. As a float over stunner by RJ Bishop. Referee Ernest Wright telling him get back into the ring. Already up to a 5 count. Thor sweeps the leg on RJ Bishop. Somebody's got to get back inside the ring here to break this count out. Drop kick to the outside by RJ Bishop. We're at 8. Referee admonishing them to get back in the ring. RJ, he is going to get back inside of the ring. Thor, is he going to get back in time? No, he's not. He almost did, but around 10 and a half. RJ Bishop will pick up the count out victory. Thor can't believe it. He thought he beat the count in, but referee Ernest Wright explaining to him, no, he administered the 10 count. Thor did not get under the rope in time. And the champions will take this advantage, this momentum into Sugar Rush. We'll continue here at FWE right after this. And welcome back to FWE, an impromptu matchup here, folks. FWE Commissioner said he did not like the way that last matchup ended with the countout, and therefore we're going to settle this with the other 2 halves of the respective tag teams. Nick Gunther taking on Hulk. RJ Bishop with the countout victory over Thor just moments ago. Hulk with the cover here early on Nick after throating him on the top rope. And goes for the splash, does Hulk. So opportunity here for Nick Gunther to make it 2-0 against the challengers, if you will, in terms of victories tonight. Hulk looking to draw it back even 1 apiece to close out the night. Sit down powerbomb by Hulk. As Hulk going up to the top rope. We don't see this very often, and a double axe handle to the top of the head of Nick Gunther. Oh, and now a suplex there. Hulk's so tall it was almost like a suplex throw. Keep an eye on the count. Referee Ernest Wright at a 5 count here. This is what caused Hulk to lose the previous match when he got counted out. Oh man, are we going to have a double count out here? Referee at 8. And both Hulk and Nick noticing this. Well, Hulk's back in, now Nick's back in. We almost had another count out victory here. Being told coming up next, number 1 contender as DDT by Nick Gunther. Number 1 contender for Dylan Young's Tri-Wizard Championship. Going to be determined in the Fatal 4-Way. Fabio Sparklemane, Albus Dumbledore, Maui, and Dr. Facilier, the winners of last week's 4-on-4 8-man tag team matchup. Nick now with the cross armbar locked in here on Hulk. We've never seen Hulk tap out here in FWE. Nick Gunther was trying to go for a historical moment there, and again wrenching on the arm. Gunther with the momentum over his obviously larger and arguably stronger opponent. And I don't know what Hulk was going for there, but he completely missed. As Gunther will take advantage of that mistake. Oh, grabs the legs, looking to maybe go for a submission move here. Oh, and just delivers the cranium of Hulk down to the canvas. Nick setting up, looking maybe for the Zach Wheeler fastball, blocked by the Hulk, who will now deliver a headbutt to Nick Gunther. That massive paw of Hulk. Oh, big slam. That could be it. Gunther down and out, and a kick out at 2. Hulk can't believe it. Gunther able to get his left shoulder up off the mat, and now the gut wrench into a slam. The crowd here in Albany, New York, fired up as now looking for the Dominator. Cover by the Hulk on the champion, Nick Gunther. And another slip out by Nick. What's Hulk doing now? Oh, Hulk looks like he might be setting up for the knockout punch. Oh, ducked by Gunther. Right hand. Hulk, though, hoisting him up. Fireman's carry. Looking maybe for the power bomb. To the outside, up over the top rope. Gunther down on the floor below. Very limited padding out there. High impact to the lower back, the shoulder region as well. Hulk with a splash to the outside. Both these guys went for the knockout blow. Both were unsuccessful. Gunther now taking a little bit of time there on the outside to compose himself. Hulk's going to come out there and meet him. RJ Bishop backing up. As Nick Gunther, his chin bouncing off the ring apron there. Referee Ernest Wright administering the 10 count. Dead weight pickup by the Hulk and then slams Nick down chest first onto the canvas. Hulk back between the ropes. Nick now just starting to move as referee's up to a count of 6. Nick's going to get back in at 8. And now the Hulk. Big slam. Could that be it? Cover on Nick Gunther. And Hulk is going to pick up the victory. So not much established in terms of momentum. RJ Bishop with the countout victory on Thor. Hulk with the pinfall victory on Nick Gunther. Knotted at 1 apiece as they'll head into FWE Sugar Rush tag team titles on the line. Well, up next we determine the #1 contender for the Tri-Wizard Championship as coverage on FWE continues right after this. Well, just 1 week removed from FWE Sugar Rush, and one of these 4 men will be fighting for the men's world title.
Making his way to the ring from parts unknown, weighing in at 168 pounds, Donald Doris.
Albus Dumbledore, one of the winning members of the 4-man tag team match last week. Tonight, fatal 4-way matchup with an opportunity of facing off against Dylan Young for the Tri-Wizard Championship next week. And still to come, folks, our main event. The champion, Kuzco. The challenger, Carson Gum. The Wayfinder Cruiser Championship on the line in a ladder match.
And his opponents from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 203 pounds,
Well, it's interesting because somebody brought up during the span of last week into this week, the winning team, if you look at all 4 of the participants, they all have something in common, and that would be magic. Of course, Albus Dumbledore, one of the most powerful wizards in the world. Dr. Facilier does a lot of magic with the tarot cards, of course, in the bayou of New Orleans. Maui is a shapeshifter. And Fabio Sparklemane, his unicorn flakes are magically delicious. So there you go. There's your tie-in of that entire team from last week.
from the internet, weighing in at 195 pounds,
Fabio Sparklemane. We mentioned about the fact that I believe it was, actually I don't even think Albus Dumbledore. I think Fabio Sparklemane is the only one of the participants here in this Fatal 4-Way match that were one of the wild card participants in the LCQ Royal Rumble match at the last PLE at Fantasia. Dr. Facilier, I do believe, was actually a part of that Battle Royale as well, but he wasn't a wild card participant. He had actually not advanced in his Fatal 5-Way matchup. Albus Dumbledore was not a wild card participant. This is the closest in his FWE career that he's been to a world title match, and this guy just debuted last week and may, in a span of 2 weeks, be the #1 contender. Well, it was Maui last week with the bonsai drop that got the pinfall for his team to advance to this Fatal 4-Way match. Making his debut in FWE last week, and what a debut it was. Now tonight, Maui looking to be the #1 contender and face off against Dylan Young next week at Sugar Rush. Well, an incredible PLE already starting to be put together. We already know earlier on tonight, Wonder Woman will be facing off against Cruella DeVille for the Women's World Championship. Tag team titles on the men's side will be on the line. Nick Gunther and RJ Bishop, Vicious and Delicious, defending against the Avengers, Thor and Hulk. We also understand that Michael Norman has issued an open challenge for the Intercontinental Championship next week at Sugar Rush. We'll wait to see who answers that call, and we will now find out who's going to be battling Dylan Young for the men's world title. As Dumbledore hooking up with Fabio Sparkleman, Maui with a press slam there on Dr. Facilier, again hoists up Facilier, and another press slam from Maui. Uranagi from Maui to Dumbledore. Fabio Sparklemane looked like he was going for a drop kick, seemingly had no effect. And a slam from Maui to Facilier, and Uranagi to Fabio Sparklemane. And here's the cover. Dumbledore with the breakup. Saw earlier on tonight the triple threat match. The women's #1 contenders triple threat match to open up the show. It's going to be a lot tougher here for these 4 individuals to be able to get a pinfall or submission. But you see right there with Maui being deposited to the outside, that's what you want to do. Get at least 2 opponents to the outside, make it a one-on-one, and try and get that quick pinfall or submission before anybody else can interfere. Snake Eyes from Fabio to Dumbledore. And Fabio just chucked across the ring. Albus Dumbledore to the outside. He's going to get some weaponry here. Steel chair right to the top of the head of the Unicorn. Inside the ring, bear hug locked in. Maui trying to force a submission by Facilier, who's going to fight his way out. And still, Dumbledore on the outside continuing to wail away on Fabio with that steel chair. And now, to the top of the head of Dr. Facilier. Here's the cover, and Maui right there to break it up. Fabio back in the ring. I think he had a kendo stick. Yes, he did. Facilier was able to block it. Neck breaker from Dumbledore to Maui. And now another net breaker from behind to Facilier. Suplex from Dumbledore to Fabio Sparklemane, and now Maui and Dr. Facilier are going to work together there with a double side Russian leg sweep to Dumbledore. Fabio watching on for a moment, now gets back involved. Dumbledore looking for a suplex, nice snap suplex there. Dr. Facilier with a backbreaker across the knee on Maui. Now you've got Maui and Fabio on the outside. Facilier looking to steal this one. But Fabio was able to get him break it up. I think that Dumbledore actually kicked out at one as well. Maui, I think, was going for the bear hug there on Fabio. Fabio, though, nice Hurricane Rana. Oh! Bosico knee from Dumbledore, and then drop kick from Facilier to Dumbledore. Modified sling blade there by Maui. Fabio looking for the airplane head scissors on Dumbledore. And then a shot to the lower leg by Maui to Fabio. And now Maui hoisting up Fabio's Sparkle Mane. Stalling vertical suplex. Delivers Fabio down. Big knee to the gut by Dr. Facilier. And look at the strikes, Hurricane Rana. Drop kick to the back of Dumbledore. Fabio down on the outside, and now Maui with a fall-away slam. Now hoists up Facilier. And another press slam by Maui, who then gets clotheslined in the corner by Dumbledore. Fabio with another kendo stick. And I think it just got kicked out of his hands by Dumbledore. Facilier down and out in the middle of the ring. Belly to belly by Maui. Here's the cover. Fabio's not paying attention. Now he is. Just barely breaks up what I think could have been a 3 count here from Maui. Fabio, I think, went for the leg drop on Facilier. Now there's a swinging stunner. Drop kick to Maui. Fabio. Now wailing away on Dumbledore. Submission locked in by Facilier on Maui. Dumbledore fights out with a leg sweep. Facilier. Oh, a slap to the back of the head of Dumbledore, who then answers back with a kick of his own. Here's Dumbledore with a cover on Maui, looking to be the #1 contender, and broken up by Dr. Facilier. Dumbledore might be going for the stop. Hits it. Lights out for Fabio to go to Sugar Rush as the #1 contender. And oh, Fabio kicked out. Fabio kicked out at 2. Facilier was there to try to break it up. I don't know if he would have been there in time. Guillotine. Guillotine by Facilier. Locked in on Dumbledore. No tap by Dumbledore, however. And now, Samoan Spike. Down and out is Maui. Dr. Facilier to be the #1 contender. And Maui kicked out at 2. I thought that was it. German suplex by Fabio. Oh, cover here by Fabio after a big knockout forearm to Dumbledore. And Fabio gets the win. Fabio's Sparkle Mane is going to Sugar Rush. Well, Dylan Young, take a look. Your opponent at Sugar Rush with the Men's World Championship on the line, Fabio Sparkle Mane wins the fatal 4-way here tonight. He books his ticket to the world title picture next week. But up next, it's the Wayfinder Cruiser title on the line.
The following contest is a ladder match and is for the Global Cruiserweight Championship.
Welcome everybody to our main event here tonight. 1 week removed from the Wayfinder Cruiser Championship being up for grabs. It's up on the line tonight in a ladder match.
Introducing the challenger from Denton, Texas, weighing in at 230 pounds, the fireman,
Well, 10 participants last week to be the very first Wayfinder Cruiser Champion here in FWE. Carson Gum was the next to last. He was the last one eliminated by Kuzco. Tonight, he looks for a little bit of redemption as he will look to take the title from Kuzco in this ladder match. Very simple. Climb all the rungs of the ladder, unlock the lock at the top there that holds the championship high above the ring. If you're holding that title, you win it. Carson Gunn looking for his very first championship here in FWE. And what a go-home show this has been. We've already now determined some #1 contenders on both the men's and women's world championship side. The card coming together for FWE Sugar Rush next week. Our first PLEF Fantasia was incredible. Cannot wait for what next week has in store. But tonight should be a good one here, as the champion will be looking to defend the title he won last week. Oh, we saw last week Emperor Kuzco make his debut at FWE, the newly added member of the cruiserweight roster. And how did he cap off his debut? With a title victory, the very first FWE Wayfinder Cruiser Champion. Here tonight, though, he looks to defend that championship 1 week removed from when he won it. As our ring announcer, Mike Rowe, has a stroke.
weighing in at 185 pounds, the global.
There it is, the brand new cruiserweight title, fashioned after the Wayfinder scheme of Moana. Straight up one-on-one matchup. No pinfalls, no submissions, no countouts, no disqualifications. Only way to win, climb to the top of the ladder and retrieve the title. Remember, Kuzco made Carson tap out not once, not twice, but 3 times during the course of the matchup last week. Twice it was on the outside of the ring, so it didn't count towards an elimination. Ultimately, the tap out victory to win the title at the end of the night. As Carson heaves Kuzco across on top of that ladder and looks for the splash on top of the ladder, not only causing damage to the chest region, but also to the back, and looking for another one, this one not quite on the ladder. As Carson coming out firing, pun intended, on all cylinders. The fireman now looking for the suspended vertical suplex. Might look to land him right on that ladder there in the middle of the ring, and I think the corner, the top corner of that ladder may have been driven into the back of Kuzco. And Carson looking for the Alabama Slam. You want to wear down your opponent, so that way he's not able to get up for a long enough time for you to set up that ladder, get to the top, unlock the lock that suspends the belt above the ring, and retrieve that championship. Irish whipped into the corner, follows up with the clothesline, back forearm. Might have been looking for a double axe handle there. I don't know if he got all of it, did Carson. And now Carson going to go out and look underneath the ring for a weapon. He's got himself a kendo stick, all legal. Kuzco, though, with the low clothesline, meets Carson on his way back in. And now Kuzco firing back with punches and kicks. DDT. So far, neither individual have really gone for a ladder. There's a ladder there in the middle of the ring. Nobody has set it up yet. Continuing to work on their opponent as Kuzco sweeps the leg. Kick to the back of the head. And now Kuzco to the outside looking for something. And he's going to grab himself another ladder. Not going to bring it inside the ring. Instead, Carson comes out to meet him. That ladder precariously there, now leaning up against the ropes. Now it's back straight up again. Oh, nice. Suplex by Carson Gum on the outside. Referee Ernest Wright nowhere in sight right now. The only thing he's going to have to do is declare the winner of this match, hold up their hand at the end of the night. No countouts, no disqualifications. They could fight all over this arena if they wanted to. Boy, big right hands there by Kuzco. And another DDT, this time to the outside. Carson with the no-sell, but now looking maybe for the triple German suplexes is Kuzco. And he'll get all three. Carson down on the outside, and now Kuzco. This is how he won the title last week. Crossface submission in on Carson. Even if Carson taps out, which he's doing, doesn't matter. But Kuzco wearing out Carson on the outside. And now Carson throws Kuzco right out here in front of us from one side of the ring to the other. Carson now, what's he looking for? He's got himself a steel chair. Oh, and right to the top of the head of Kuzco. Now working on the legs. This is smart. You take out the legs, you take away the ability to climb the ladder. Oh, and Kuzco, same idea, dragon screw to the right leg of Carson Gum. And now Carson deposited back inside of the ring. Oh, and Kuzco met with a clothesline. And he landed on that ladder as well. Carson going to the top. Ooh, little slip there. Ushering Kuzco to stand up. Carson with the flying shoulder tackle, but I think Carson may have clipped that ladder as well. And now Carson may be looking for the knockout blow, the Dominator. And he's not done. Now, end of days, hits it. But there's no pinfalls. So Carson now, with Kuzco down and out, has to set up the ladder, climb to the top, and get that title belt. Kuzco's still out. Now starting to stir. Carson's got his hands on the title belt. Now working on that lock. Here's Kuzco coming back up. Carson sees him. And now Carson looking for a superplex from the top of the ladder. Oh, the ladder comes crashing down as well. The fans here in Albany, New York, in absolute shock with what we just saw. A superplex from the top of the ladder. Kuzco is down and out. Carson trying to position that ladder there. And now he begins the climb. Kuzco's back up though. Shot to the lower back. Trying to bring Carson down, which he will do. Went for it, looked like a natural selection and missed Carson. Oh, Carson into the side of the ladder. Kuzco now repositioning the ladder himself. And Kuzco going to begin the climb to retain his championship. Carson's not moving after his head was bounced off the side of that ladder. Kuzco now working on the lock. Carson's up. Carson's up. Can he get there in time? No! No, he can't! Kuzco's got the lock unlocked, and he'll retain the Cruiserweight Championship.
Here's your winner, and still Global Cruiserweight Champion, FWE.
Well, despite taking the superplex from the top of the ladder, Kuzco retains the Wayfinder Cruiser Championship. Thank you all for tuning in to tonight's episode of FWE. We'll see you guys next week, 7 p.m. It's FWE Sugar Rush.